This is John LeBaron Payne with Cashflow Veteran. We're going to be talking about personal economy. At the end of the day, in this economy, can you really afford not to get aggressive? A lot of gurus that are out there will tell you that you need to pay down debt, you need to get things done, you need to take your personal budget and figure it out in a way. And that might be important, but that should not be a primary goal, because the way that the system is set up and how our government creates money, you need to kick ass rather than play it safe. You do not have a debt problem. You have an income problem. The same energy it's going to take you in order to pay down debt and to condense everything that you need to spend in order to get to a place where you're earning more than what you spend on your daily life is going to be a very hard sell for a lot of people, when in reality, getting busy to earn more income makes a lot more sense, and a lot of that other stuff will take care of itself. The discipline that you will learn through trying to build something is going to take you a lot further than simply trying to pay down the debt. So let's go through some of the things for personal economy real quick. Improve yourself every day. So this is a little bit of a motivational aspect, a little bit of a pitch for coaching, but you are your biggest asset, and you need to find ways to improve yourself every single day. And that's from planning your habits, whether you're using some sort of planner. I personally use the self journal to make sure that I'm keeping tabs on everything, make sure I'm actually tracking what I'm grateful for, and also take out the most important things, doing the one or two things that really move me forward in my business and in my life every single day. And then you also want to execute on the things that are out there. So even though you want to plan for it, even though you want to track those things, you have to execute every single day, no matter what. And the second thing we're going to talk about is know where you're going and why you're going there in the first place. And this really just comes down to asking yourself, what kind of lifestyle do you want to live and why do you want it? And there's plenty of avenues that you can go to find this, but I always found the number one thing to really help me was to ask why 5 times. And that's a trick, a tactic that's been used for many, many years. But you want to just ask why to the point that you feel truly motivated, you feel moved by the reason why you're doing it. And to be honest, I thought for a long time that my why was to give my wife and kids the best life possible. But when I really started digging back the layers, I really wanted to prove to myself that I could actually do it myself. And that was a hard pill to swallow. It's quite a bit of humble pie for me to even admit that, but that's where I had to start. Now, going on to number 3, know thyself and know thy money. Number 1, while you can know where you're going, why you're going there, you can get all your things started to improve yourself. Those are all important in knowing yourself, but those are all very tactile things that you're going to be doing. But going even further on how you make money, I use Perry Marshall's marketing DNA test. I thought it was one of the most fantastic tools that really started making a whole lot of sense to me and why I did it anyway. But by getting a personality and understanding where it is as it relates to sales and marketing, because let's be honest, in order to make money, you're going to have to get good at some aspect of sales and marketing. For me, copywriting and also getting in front of people, whether that's on a camera or whether that's live one-on-one or negotiation. Even though I'm normally primed and ready to do that, and I love doing those things, I never really understood why, and I never understood how I could really utilize those. And he goes through that aspect of it using the DNA test. So make sure you're doing that. And also plan your spending. And that's the other thing is you accounted for everything you possibly could have in the military. Everything was probably done for you in some regard, and you had to account for what was given to you. Well, here's the thing, is you need to put every single dollar to work. Every dollar needs a mission. You need a spending plan, not a budget. You need something that you're actively looking at before you ever spend a dime and knowing where that money is going right away. That way, and that's the discipline that kind of comes behind all this. As you're applying yourself and making more money, you also know where your money is going, and that awareness is what's going to drive you to be able to reduce your spending, which again is a secondary thing, not the primary thing overall. Then getting started and keeping moving. So we're doing a lot of things that are very, very internal for you to learn new skills, get new abilities, have greater self-awareness and financial awareness about what you're doing, why you're doing it. But just get started. What can you do today to move you forward? What's something that makes you money today? And this is where I'm going to be spending a lot of time on my podcast, where I spend a lot of time on my emails, my blogs, is something that I learn or that I'm applying, whether that's through internet marketing or affiliate marketing or something like that. And it's going to be a guerrilla tactic that you can use today without having all the website stuff, which is important. And you may want to be able to do that as you expand and as you grow and as you excel through those things. You still need the very tactile things that get you moving today to help you where you learned your marketing DNA and how you're applying it. The faster you can get through that iterative process to learn through your mistakes and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail, the bigger the failures you're going to get, you're going to start seeing a lot more success overall. You will need a website. I suggest Builderall. It's the platform that you see right here. I went through a whole number of other ones, and this one literally has everything. So by all means, click on that link right there and then get a coach. And if you can't really afford a coach overall, just go to my Cashflow Veteran Patreon page. I'm offering a lot of really good content, and there's a couple different offerings that are there for you. But honestly, you'll be able to see a lot of those things that you wouldn't necessarily normally see on a blog or on my email list or anything like that, maybe even my YouTube channel. Either one, you may see some of those things, but the Cashflow Veteran Patreon page is going to have exclusive content that's going to come with that at different levels, and you're going to be able to see things before they come out, see things that aren't released to the mass public either. But it's also a way for me to really keep in touch with the people who are actually willing, and you will pay for it to be in there, but I'm doing that because I know there's certain people that absolutely should not be in this list, and I have no problem making sure that I'm filtering those people out. That way I'm not wasting my time with those people and making sure that my time is valuably spent with the people who are going to really be getting after it and also finding success, because I want to see success for other people, and I just can't waste time with people who are just going to be spinning their wheels overall. So at the end of the day, we spent a good bit of time here, and that time that was spent, that moment we just spent together in this video, you could have been doing something to make money. So get out there, get after it, and make it happen.